Hello everyone. In this video I will be giving my first impressions about Wildstar. This is from a PvP perspective, so I haven't really checked out the PvE that much. Starting up with the most important, the combat. It brings in the right elements for me. The combat is based on skill shots with an active dot system, just like we have in Guild Wars 2. This is the first thing that attracted me to Wildstar. In all honesty, I think this only promotes counterplay, especially with the telegraphs that Wildstar uses. So for every skill that a player uses, the enemy will see a telegraph, which makes it easier to counterplay your opponent. Now, after trying the combat in-game, starting with the first battlegrounds, it felt very spammy. I was a little bit disappointed. It was hard to differentiate a skilled player from a new player, because using your skills on cooldown felt more rewarding than carefully planning them. In smaller combats, the telegraphs worked great, but as soon as I reached a higher number of players, the telegraphs became overwhelming. So it was kind of hard to spot, to see what was happening in the game. I haven't reached my max level yet, but I did speak with a couple of other players that did reach the max level, and they mentioned that it won't be changing too much, and it will still feel a little bit spammy, and it's going to be tough to take down opponents. At the low levels, I did the PvP. I got up to level 21. I went to battlegrounds, tried some different types of PvP. I dueled players. It felt almost impossible to take down a player in a decent time frame. So especially for open world PvP, this is going to be hard to take down your opponents. And healers were able to out-tank my damage. Counterplay wasn't really existent. Everyone was just using their skills, hoping to deal as much damage as possible. CC and all that stuff wasn't really being used to combo their skills. I will just be hoping that they introduce more bursts and making it more punishing at the higher levels for misusing your skills. On the skill standpoint though, I will have to give them this. The game brings us a huge variety of options. It allows us to specialize ourselves into the classes we play. So with the different action sets that you can have set up, the spell tiers and the AMP system, this will allow us to set up in-depth builds that could be different from any other player. This is something I would love to see in any MMO, being able to only bring a few skills in the combat. It encourages strategy and clever use of the skills instead of following the big rotations. Moving on to leveling, in this game it feels a little bit old, with mainly quests of gathering materials, kill X amount creatures, nothing really interesting. To me this was more of a chore. You can level through battlegrounds, however if you do not win the battleground you will have a limited experience. PvP leveling will also put you behind in gear and money compared to PvE players. Now, endgame PvP, however, in Wildstar will be bringing quite a lot of PvP options, which got me quite excited, especially with the open world PvP. Currently, the options are Battlegrounds, which are usually 10v10 matches. Arena, you have 3 options, 2v2, 3v3, and 5v5. And this is, of course, match against players with your similar elo rating. And finally, we have War Plots, which will be 40 versus 40 PvP matches. I don't think I will be ever joining in the 40 v40 matches. It will be probably another Zerg fest, just like Guild Wars 2. But with all these options, this is like a huge plus for me. Like having these options that everyone can enjoy the PvP they enjoy. Every single MMO should be doing this. Now finally we have the subscription fee. A big argument against the subscription fee that it's outdated, and most other modern MMOs who come out with subscription fees end up being failures, who loses subs and end up transitioning to the free-to-play format. What I honestly believe is that if they bring enough value for the subscription fee, I'm willing to pay for it. So as long as they provide the good content, they provide updates, balances, and all that kind of stuff on a decent time frame, I would pay for a subscription fee. Now the rest of the game has to be good as well. But I can't fully speak for the endgame content right now, since this is my early impression. Right now with the current combat system, if it's not improved a little bit more into skilled gameplay with counterplay, I will not be picking up this title. We will have to see how Carbine will patch up this game towards launch. I feel that the June launch date is far too early to improve the game enough for it to be an amazing PvP game.